Hello, Allison. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I was hoping we could start today by beginning your treatment plan.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember from the first session that I had told you around session 4 that we would start your treatment plan, try to finish around session 5.
Okay. Yes.
So the treatment plan, I usually like a treatment plan to have 2 or 3 goals, and each goal to have some objectives.
Okay.
So today I thought we'd just work on one goal.
Okay.
Right, and I'll kind of get that down, and then give you some time to think about it until next week, and then kind of work on the other goals from there. We'll finish up the treatment plan next week.
Okay, sounds good.
Does that sound okay to you?
Yes.
So the goal is kind of like your overarching goal for therapy in general.
Okay.
Right, and the objectives, which I'm going to note too, are specific tasks you can do that will help you achieve that goal.
Okay.
So they're specific, they're measurable, and we hope they're achievable.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you have like an overall goal in mind for our counseling sessions?
Yes. I would like to be able to I've been feeling a little depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really like to be able to reduce those the depression.
So reduce feelings of depression.
Yes.
That would be your goal. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds like a good goal.
Okay.
So what objectives, what tasks do you think that you could do that would help you to feel less depressed?
I guess maybe some sort of physical activity, maybe like walking. I like to be outside, so maybe walking could be one.
Okay. Have you had a plan before where you've walked regularly?
You know, I used to.
Mm-hmm.
I did, and it would give me some relief because I was able to clear my mind whenever I was walking, and so yes, I've had success with walking before.
So walking has worked before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've noticed that you're walking less since you've had the feelings of depression?
I have been.
Yeah.
I really haven't been doing too much of anything. I've just been kind of at home doing homework, stressing out over getting homework done because I'm, back in school,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been so stressful and overwhelming. Like I said, it's just kind of got me in this little funk, this depressed mood. So.
Well, since you're on the topic of homework, is there something you think you can do there? You mentioned that it's stressful and overwhelming, and that sounds like the type of feelings that are related to depression sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that kind of being stressed about the homework is...
Yeah, because, it's so much work to be done, and sometimes I get, several assignments due, and at the same time, and I find myself rushing to get assignments in, and, it can just be a little daunting. It's just overwhelming sometimes. So, yeah. And I don't know, maybe if I spaced it out and, took, did some time management or something like that, I don't know, to kind of help me with
So you
that.
feel like maybe you're starting the homework late compared to when it's due?
Yeah.
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 So that's where the feeling maybe of overwhelmed.
Yes, I would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It sounds like this is just an organizational thing, right? So if you can space it out where you kind of start your homework earlier
Mm-hmm.
and do it in small bits
Okay.
instead of, waiting to
Yeah.
more or less the last minute.
Right.
That would reduce, likely I would think reduce some of the stress and feelings of being overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
You sure would?
I'm
Okay.
sure it would.
So you want to make that your second objective then? So you have the walking,
Okay.
and then you'll have trying to space out the homework.
Yeah, okay, that sounds doable.
Does that sound good? All right.
Yes.
So we have the walking, and then spacing out the homework a little more. So that's 2 objectives, and both of those seem tied to the feelings, the depressive feelings that you're trying to eliminate.
Yes.
What other objectives might work?
Let's see. You know, since I've been back in school, I've just kind of, I used to love to sing, and I haven't done that in a while. And so maybe getting out and singing again and, socializing with my friends that I used to sing with, maybe that could help because it would get me out of the house,
Has that worked in the past for you?
It was something that I enjoyed doing. And right now I feel like I'm not doing any of the things that I've enjoyed doing because I've been so busy doing work, doing homework. So I think that would probably help.
So it's a good break from thinking about, stressing about, as you put it, the homework.
Yes,
for you.
Yes.
It has kind of the singing part's fun for you, it sounds like, but also there's a social component, it seems like.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So I enjoy, like I said, I enjoy singing, and I enjoy the people that I would sing with, and we would go and hang out together, go to different, like jazz clubs or events, different bands that were playing that, and it would just be nice. It's fun. So I love music, so I love listening to it, and I love, singing, so making music. So that would
Great.
I think that would be a good goal.
You seem to kind of light up a little when you talk about singing.
Yes, I just love it. I enjoy doing it, and I just haven't had a chance to do it lately.
So part of this is just making the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. All right. So we'll make that a third objective.
Okay.
So we have walking
Mm-hmm.
and kind of organizing your homework differently.
Yes.
Right? And then singing and that socializing that accompanies that
Mm-hmm.
that singing. That's great. So 3 objectives is good. I try to get to 4 if you
Okay.
have one. Is there a 4th objective that you can think of? Something else that you've associated with not feeling depressed?
Well, I used to absolutely love going to the beach and visiting with my aunt. And so that's 2 things. The beach. I love the beach because it's soothing, it's comforting. And my aunt, she's just such an awesome person. She's always pouring into me, and I just love spending time with her. So.
And she lives down at the beach.
Yes, she does.
So okay, so this seems like a good objective too.
Yes.
So you're suggesting maybe visiting her more often, or?
Yes, because again, just at home doing homework, and I haven't gone to visit her. And the thing is, she only lives like an hour away.
So it's not a
It's
huge
not.
ride. Yeah.
No, it's not. So that's like a little, trip I can do on a Saturday. Take a break and go down there and spend some time with her. I think that would be helpful.
All right. So again, kind of getting away from the school stressors and kind of just taking a break from it
Yes.
for a day.
Yes. Yes.
And then also spending time with somebody that you enjoy spending time with.
Yes.
Good. All right, so I want to go through each one of these
Okay.
and just make sure that we're kind of meeting all the criteria for an objective, which I think we can do, but
Okay.
these are all specific, which is good. Do you feel these are all achievable? These are things you can do?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Well, some of them you've done in the past, right?
Right.
So now we have the specific and the achievable. Now I want to get to parts a little more tricky, which is making it measurable.
Okay.
What I'd like to do here, and I don't want to be overly prescriptive in terms of objectives, I want you to decide,
Okay.
but I want to see if we can quantify in some manner how often you'll be able to do these different things, or how, like in the homework, we'll have to think about the spacing would be the quantity, but first with the walking. Right? So in a given week, say, what's realistic for you in terms of getting out and walking? How many times?
Maybe I can start out with twice a week.
Twice weekly? Okay. Do you have 2 particular days in mind? Days where your responsibilities aren't too great and you have that opportunity?
Maybe we need to start with 1 day a week.
Okay. Let's go with 1 day a week. Let's go one time a week.
Let's start with 1 and then we'll see what happens.
That's a good start.
Okay.
So what day of the week are you thinking for walking?
How about Monday?
Is there a window of opportunity there you see on Monday?
It is.
Yeah.
Plus, it just kind of, I think, well, no. How about Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yes. Wednesday,
Good.
middle of the week, stress from work and school, and yes, Wednesday sounds good.
Wednesday. You have a particular time range you like to walk? Particular time of the day?
Like 6:30.
That's a good time for you?
Mm-hmm.
That's a time you can get out of the house and...
Yes, off work, and give me a little bit of time to get home and change and out the door. Because if I make it too late, I'm not going to go.
So 6:30 is kind of that's the good time for
Yes,
you to get out there.
6:30.
All right, good. So we'll start with that objective,
Okay.
the walking, every Wednesday at 6:30,
Mm-hmm.
and for whatever amount of time you're comfortable with.
Yes.
All right. So the homework. This is a little trickier. All right. So this is about spacing it out.
Okay.
So the homework assignments that are stressing you out, how much time did they take? Well, I'll ask you a few questions.
Okay.
How much time do they take to complete generally? Like in hours, say?
It depends on the assignment.
If you had to average it.
The average, maybe about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I guess.
Well, let's go with the worst case. Let's go 2.5 hours, just to cover the worst case. Would that generally be the worst case?
I think so, maybe. It depends because, yeah.
Want to make it 3?
Yeah, let's make it 3.
I'll make it 3 hours. Okay. And then how much time do you have from when it's assigned to when it's due, usually?
Maybe a couple of weeks.
A couple weeks?
Yeah.
All right. And what have you been doing now in terms of managing those 3 hours relative to that 2-week period? Like doesn't sound like you're doing it early in the 2-week period.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so a little bit later.
Yeah. I get distracted, so I get a little distracted. So it's, I'll start reading and I'll fall asleep, or I get distracted by something, and then before you know it, the time is gone and I'm rushing at the end to try and get it all done.
So
2
all
hours
3
worth of work,
hours.
3 hours worth of work.
Squeezed into the last. Okay.
Yeah.
I could see how that would be stressful.
Yeah.
What day of the week is it usually assigned?
On Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you have Tuesday, and then you have another Tuesday, and then the week after that it's due.
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 hours of work in those 2 weeks. So let's look at it this way, maybe.
Okay.
What time could you set aside, say, near that first Tuesday, that you could put maybe the first hour in? Maybe divide it in 3 parts?
Okay.
Is that enough parts?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
And you said what time?
Yeah, what would be the
time
first
of the day?
day and time? Like kind of like when you specified Wednesday at 6:30, that's going to be your walking time.
Right.
How about the time when you could start the homework? Just the first hour.
Maybe after I've come back from my walk on Wednesdays.
Right. How long do you foresee walking?
Normally I only walk for an hour. So
give you some time to decompress, maybe around 8? 8 o'clock? All right. So from 8 to 9 on Tuesday, on Wednesday, I'm sorry.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, you'll get that first third of your homework,
Okay.
and then you'll stop.
Okay.
That'll be that for the night.
Okay.
All right. Does that sound like a plan? So how about that second hour? Maybe a few
I
days.
could
Give yourself
start-
a few days.
No, I guess I could start it Thursday.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just one day apart.
Yeah.
You make yourself more time. It seems like you're not sure.
Yeah, let's do Thursday.
You want to go
Yes,
Thursday?
yes.
And an hour?
Yes.
And what hour do you have in mind?
Thursdays at about 7 o'clock.
About 7? So about 7 to 8.
7 to 8. Mm-hmm.
All right. So one night, Wednesday, it'd be 8 to 9
Mm-hmm.
after your walk. And then on Thursday, 7 to 9. Well, that's 2 hours. 7 to 8, sorry. Okay. So now just the last hour remains.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. Sunday.
Your Sunday. Okay.
Yes.
So you want to get everything done from Tuesday to Sunday night
Yes.
and have the rest of that time off.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You sure that's achievable? That seems like you're getting a lot in there. Do you think you can do it?
I can try.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good. All right. What time Sunday?
Sunday around 5.
So 5 to 6.
5 to 6, yes.
And I'm assuming it won't run over because we kind of estimate on the high side. But if it did,
Right.
would you be able to go 5 to 7?
Mhm.
Or so that's kind of like
Yes.
flexible time there.
Yes.
So what would that feel like to get your homework done by
It
Sunday?
would be a relief. And then I could do some other stuff like, maybe my next goal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and there's a potential backup plan I see in here is that if something happens on Sunday
Mm-hmm.
where you need more time and you don't want to stress, you still have that Wednesday after you walk vacant.
Yeah.
So that could be like your backup.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because you still have another 6 days to have it done after that.
Right.
All right. So all this seem realistic and achievable?
It does. Mhm.
Okay. So how about the singing? I have no idea how long the singing thing takes, so.
Well, if I get back in the group that I was in,
Mm-hmm.
we would normally get together on a Friday.
Every
After
Friday,
work.
every so many Fridays.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But some Fridays it would just be rehearsal,
Okay.
and then another Friday it would be a shorter rehearsal, and then we would go someplace if we knew of a group of some friends of ours that were performing. So
So this is an every Friday commitment, right? The singing.
yes, but
Uh-huh.
one Friday is generally it's maybe about 2 hours.
About 2 hours.
Mhm.
All right. So 2 hours every Friday. This is something you really enjoy, though.
It is.
So it sounds like you look forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So Friday, 2 hours. And I guess that would be the
Yes.
afternoon or evening.
Evening.
Evening. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So that's one that you would kind of look forward to.
Yes.
The singing. That's good. Okay. So that's when you feel you could achieve a couple hours on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and if it was something that came up that I really had to get done, it's not like I can't not go.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It won't be managed or anything.
No.
All right.
They know I'm in school.
In school, they understand.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So then there's the last objective. This is I guess about a whole day commitment, right? Because you go to the beach. It's an hour drive, so you probably wouldn't want to go down for just a few hours.
No.
Probably more like the whole day.
Yeah.
What day?
That would be more like a Saturday, but of course it wouldn't be every Saturday.
So how many times in say a month? Like once,
Once a
twice,
month.
once a month. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So you go down on Saturday morning and come back that same day.
Yes.
Right. That's something to look forward to.
Yes.
Is that something that would be okay in terms of like, because on Friday night, potentially you'd be out,
Mhm.
right? And then Saturday.
Yeah, but if on those Saturdays that I know that I'm going, I could not be out too late on that.
Okay, that's a
Friday.
good idea. So you kind of make sure you restrict how long you stay out.
Yes.
when you know that Saturday's coming.
Yes.
All right.
Or not go at all, that's Friday. Either way.
Just take a break that time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Reasonable. All right. So that's 4 separate objectives.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do, since I've kind of made a lot of specific notations here, I want to take a moment, just take a break, and print this up for you.
Okay.
We'll work on the rest of your goals next time, but I want you to have this so you can get started on it right away.
Okay.
So before I print these up, is there any changes you want to make?
No, I would like to try that, and if it doesn't work, can we tweak it?
Oh yeah, we can always make changes.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe certain things will work really well.
Mhm.
Maybe certain things we'll have to take off the list altogether, and maybe substitute something else. But
Mhm.
yeah, we can make edits to it the whole time you're here.
Okay.
We can just make a document that changes as needed.
Okay.
But if you think it's a good starting place, I'll go ahead and print this up as it is,
Mhm.
and give you a copy, and we can resume with today's session, and then next time I see you in a week, we'll work on the rest of the treatment plan.
Sounds great.
Does that sound like a good plan?
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Allison.
Thank you.